When you dominate people with violence and they have nothing to lose, what do they have? Well, they fight back. That's a famous quote that we stole from Fast and Furious 5. And when I saw that movie, I don't know, 15 years ago, that quote what resonated with me. And then I start to begin to think, if you dominate people with propaganda and they have nothing to lose, what happens? If you dominate people with lies and they have nothing to lose or nothing to live for, what happens? I'm asking this question because we're seeing this really big uptick in violence and freakouts and public freakouts and road rages and all kinds of stuff that's happening. And what if you dominate people with lies, propaganda, and they have nothing to lose because they're over leveraged? They borrowed too much. Let's take a look at let's piece some of this together and figure this out together. There is the famous quote right there. This was, I guess it was posted 11 years ago. I remember seeing this many years ago, this movie, and basically he goes into stating that when you dominate people with violence, and you just type in why they speak Portuguese in Brazil, Fast 5 movie. When you dominate people with violence and they have nothing, what do? They fight back, right? They got nothing to lose. So Metro Atlanta Popeyes employee violently attack woman trying to correct order, lawsuit alleges. Then he goes into hair pulling. And moments later, they say the manager and employee attacked the woman and forcefully ripped out her hair. After the attack, the woman suffered excruciating pain and severe emotional distress, the lawyer said. So they're going to probably take this to... It's obviously going to go to court or to settle out. And they're going to go over the footage and stuff and see what's going on. Shaken by Toronto transit attacks, riders say they don't feel safe, but doubt police will help. I don't think police could do anything about it. And they're not... they're on a different wavelength when it comes to serving and protecting. It's not the 1980s anymore, right? So attack the back of a streetcar, and I think we covered this on Mike of the Night. And New York City subway, it needs to feel safe. Police vow to fight New York subway crime after man attacks 3 women. Now, if the man has nothing to lose, his family maybe abandoned him, or he doesn't have a family. It could be the job side. He can't get he's been trying for years to get a job. He snaps. The lies. I think it's more of the propagandized level of things. I'm talking like the bigger level of constant government propaganda, government lies, deceit, misconception. Then if you can't trust your own government, then who do you trust? If you're alone, right? Or if you get where I'm going with this, right? So this is really deep psychological things. I ain't a psychologist. I can't even read. So let's take a look at what's going on here and try and piece this together and figure out why we're going in this path of destruction that we are right now. So Daily Telegraph in Australia, Uber driver, violent attack at cabbie at Sydney airport. An enraged former Uber driver who attacked the taxi driver competing with him for customers has been sentenced. So there it is. And Sydney man attacked during a violent home invasion in Liverpool. That's the Australian reporting it. And then 9 News, a video of a man plowing car through McDonald's shopfront and domestic violence attack released. This is crazy. More and more people, horrific domestic violence attack as an example of the surge in violent and life-threatening offenses. That's in Australia. And remember, Australia gave up their guns. And violent weekend in London with 2 stabbings and 1 more killed. And we are seeing this more and more happening. And a man shot dead in Tottenham. And very, very, very... I'm thinking bizarro, uptick, weird. People would argue with me and say, well, Mike, there was violence before 2020. What are you trying to... Something is not going down right. I think people are waking up to the fact that they've been had. Their governments are losing grip on the narrative. We are in an aftermath now. I believe we are now in an aftermath period. And that's why we've been on Mike of the Night aftermath week 12 or week 13, where now the pendulum has swung back. Everything is falling apart. Now they're just going to arrest people and find trumped up charges to put people behind bars that went against the narrative, or that were vocal against the narrative, or tried to save lives, right? Now, if you kind of string back, we were talking, this is a video I made. People, wow, I'm wearing the same shirt. People having troubles stringing sentences together. Could this be a problem? I'm noticing that a lot. I'm also noticing rapid aging everywhere. That's another video we made here. Rapid aging everywhere is, everyone is getting old fast, underlying factors of rapid aging. And then people can't pay the debt trap that we've been warning people about for the last 12 years on this channel. And then we go into basic mobility issues. I'm seeing more and more people having troubles with basic mobility. And I'm not talking about people in their 50s, 60s, and 70s. I'm talking about people in their teens and 20s and 30s. And I had a video there. Everyone is on edge. Why is everyone so pissed off? Everyone is so angry about why. And excess deaths everywhere. And there it is right there, dropping what's going on. I kind of want to pick your guys' brain a little bit, trying to connect the dots, trying to make sense of everything, trying to wake up the masses and figure out what is happening. Why is it happening to them? You know, there's a lot of people that do work, that do want to maintain a normal life. There's a few people that didn't buy into the last couple of years. Heck, there's a few people that didn't buy into anything since 9/11, right? So that's where we're headed right now. Guys, I look forward to reading your comments on this one. I'm going to show you guys, people are asking if we're still doing Mike of the Night. We are doing Mike of the Night, but we had to move it over to Rumble. If you guys care to, I'm over here on Rumble if you guys want to check it out. And our last episode of Mike of the Night is not that one, that's a replay. It's that one there, 5:15, Clown World. If you guys want to check it out. I do get a lot of people calling the store and asking for it and why I haven't done it in a while. We've been doing it every Saturday since 2016, and we stopped a few times for a funeral, my wedding. I've missed 2 or 3 Mike of the Nights because of things, but I'm always punctual and I'm always there for you guys, and I'm always willing to take your calls. If you guys want to call in and talk about what's happening in your neck of the woods and how it's affecting you, and if you want to vent, we've been talking ourselves through this for years now. Whether it was debt in the 2017-2018 call-in shows, people discussing their debt loads, their debt problems, some family issues back and forth because of debt. And this is the great family divide. And this is something we've been very focused on, trying to unite families and stop looking at these avenues we're being tested with by governments and propaganda and garbage so they could maintain power. Anyways, guys, I look forward to reading your comments on this. People freaking out, public freakouts, road rage, people getting triggered. Everyone's mad. I mean, I walk around, I say hi, I smile, and most people don't acknowledge me, and that's fine. The person's 3 feet away. I'm like, hi. I said hi to another person the other day. They looked like they wanted to take my head off. But it is what it is, right? And I try to be positive and nice, and you know, we need everyone to change. Everyone positive to change so that there's more positive going around. I don't know. I'm going in a rant now. Let me know what you guys think. Mike Martins here. I'll see you guys tomorrow night on Mike in the Night. I have spoken.